Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Vortex by Nityant Agarwal. I'm not sure I've done a Nityant puzzle before. It's possible I have, but what I was doing is I was looking through the Discord archives, as I often do, looking for puzzles that were rated as good puzzles, rated by a few people, and this was puzzle number 1404, and I liked the look of it. And I reached out to Nityant and asked if I could do the puzzle and was told I could. So, yeah, I thought I would bring this to my channel. As you know, I'm always trying to bring puzzles that will help people learn a bit more about constraints, and this looked like one of them, as well as bring puzzles that would be fun for people who are more experienced. So hopefully this puzzle will meet all of those conditions. At the moment, this will be day 5, I think it is. So I'm recording in advance of my Sudoku puzzle hunt. So what the plan will be is I've already released the full clue. So people who don't want to solve the riddle, and the riddle is this. This is the corrected version of the riddle. On the first day I found out that I'd actually released a link to the wrong puzzle. So if you manage to solve the riddle, you can put the riddle answer with -fixed at the end of it, and that will take you through to the puzzle that you need to solve, and the puzzle will tell you how to submit an answer and be eligible in the run for the prize for this competition. Anyone who submits the correct answer will be in the running to get a complete set of the enthralling Sudoku pack from Ashish Kumar for November 2021, and everyone who submits a correct answer will get the there is a mini Sudoku pack that Ashish did for October 2020, which is a set of 9 connected Sudokus. What I should do is I should cut to Bremster from the other side of the Vortex, who will give you a list of names of people who have solved the puzzle up until the day this video is released. So with that, Bremster from the other side of the Vortex.
This is Bremster. I was right. Completing the puzzle did open the vortex, and I went through it. But there are strange aliens here, and they wanted the smartest people on Earth. But they got me. They were very angry. But I made a deal with them. They promised they wouldn't bring anyone else who completed the puzzle through, and they would send me home. But they needed smart people, so I gave them the names of the people who completed my puzzle hunt. Andrew Ervik, Vampirus, Ewan, Harrison Lee, Levin James, Worm, and Max, and Jacob Hebelin. Those names I gave to them. They have those names, but everyone else will be safe, and they'll send me home so I can do more puzzles for you. They'll send me home. They'll send me home.
And congratulations to all of those people. So that's the puzzle hunt. So now we want to look at the Vortex itself. This is Vortex by Nityant Agarwal. I may be pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. So there are really only 3 rules in play for this one. There are normal Sudoku rules. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. There are consecutive dots. The cells separated by white dots must be consecutive, and on arrows, the digits placed on the arrows will sum to the digit in the circle, and that's all we've got to go on with this puzzle. So let's give this a shot. Now, one of the things that jumped out to me straight away when I looked at this puzzle was if we look at these long arrows around the middle, this is 3 cells, and the minimum you can put here is 6. And this is 2 cells, and the minimum you can put here is 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2, and that will make both of these 9. So these must be 1, 2, 3, and these must be 1, 2. And I could see that immediately when I looked at the puzzle, and I thought, okay, that's an interesting start, not too hard to find, so that might be good for people who are still wanting to learn more about arrows, but I have no idea what to do after this. So this will be 1, 2, 3, or 4, because it must be consecutive with either 1, 2, or 3. That will be 6, 7, 8, or 9, because the minimum I can put on that is 1, 2, and 3 to get to 6. Nothing else is jumping out at me. Well, it can't be 9 because there is a 9 already in the box. And if I don't use a 1, then the minimum is 2, 3, 4, which gets me to 9. So I must use a 1, and I can't use the 1 there, and I can't use the 1 there. So this becomes a 1. Minimum I can put here is 4. Minimum I can put here is 3. 1 plus 4 plus 3 is 8. So that must be a 4, and that must be a 3, and this must be an 8. Okay, so that was a forced arrow. I can live with that. So what is next? Okay, this is another arrow trick that you see a bit. So this is a 1, 2, 3. So if we look at what must go onto this arrow, the next two low digits that we can use is 4 and 5. And 4 and 5 sum to 9. So we get another 9. This takes 9 out of those, so 9 must go in here. Because you can never put 9 on an arrow. You'd have to put 9 and 0, and that's not going to work. Up here, 9 is going to go into one of those 3. Can I put 9 there? This would be 8. No, I cannot. That's a nice trick. So 9 is limited to those 3, but if I was to put 9 there, this would need to be 8. Now, you normally can put 8 on an arrow, being 8, 1, and 9, but we've already put, pardon me, I'm not sure what's going on. We've already put 9 in the box. So 9, 8, 1, 9, those would both be 9s. So you can't put 9 there or there, so 9 is in one of those two, which takes 9 out of there and makes that the 9. 9 in this box is in one of those two. Nine in this box is in one of those two. I need to put an 8 in this box, but I could still put 8, 1. Because there's a 1, 2 in that row. Actually, what can this... No, that's not restricted. This has a minimum of 4, because there's a 1, 2, 3 in the column. But this only has a minimum of 2. But this has a minimum of 4, this has a minimum of 2. So this is a 6, 7, 8, or 9, and it can't be a 9 because it sees a 9. So this is a 6, 7, 8. So this is a 4, 5, 6, or 7. And it can't be a 7 because if this was a 7, this would be 8, 7, 1. So this is 4, 5, 6, this is 6, 7, 8. This has quite a few options. Actually, it doesn't. This must be 1, 2, or... Oh, that's interesting. This must be 2 or 3. Because I can't do 4, 4 to get to 8. So to get to 8, I can do 5, 3, or 6, 2. And 4 can only get me to 7. So I can never add anything as high as a 4 to this. So it can only be 1, 2, 3, and I can't do 1. So this is only a 2 or 3. That's kind of nice. Can I do something similar down here? This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 7, or 8. But there's a lot of options for that. Except this is a minimum of 5. I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if this is a minimum of 5, 5, I can only do 5, 6, or 7. I can't do 7 because I'd have to put a 1 here. So this is 5 or 6. Because if it's 7, 1, 8 it doesn't work. So 5 to get to 6 doesn't work. 5 to get to 7 needs a 2. 5 to get to 8 needs a 3. 6 to get to 7 I can't do. 6 to get to 8 needs a 2. This is a 2 or a 3. Those cells are way more restricted than they looked. Actually, these are known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, and 9, 4, 5. I imagine this is going to be incredibly powerful, but I'm not sure what to do with it. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So I'm wondering if that puts pressure on that. I can't do 1, 2 because these would all have to be from 3, 4. I can't do 2, 3 because those would both be 1. If I did 3, 4, these would all be 1, 2. If I did 4, 5, that would break. If I did 5, 6, 4, and these would be 1, 2, 3. So it could be 5, 6, 6, 7, or 7, 8. But these are from 5, 6, 7, or 8. Which unfortunately doesn't seem to narrow it down. Couldn't put a 4 on that though. So 4 has to go somewhere here and it can't go there because 4 being 5, I'd have to put a negative number there. So 4 is in one of those two. So these can't be 1, 2. So the minimum they can be is 3, 4. So this is a 7, 8 or an 8. So it's 3, 4 or 3, 5. They're the only possible options. Because I can't use a 1 or a 2. If I don't use a 3, I'm using 4, 5, getting to 9, and I can't do it. So this is 3, 4 or 4, 5. Have I got the same over here? 1, 2. Actually, it's even better. No, it's not better because I can use a 9. So that is either 3, 4. No, it can't be 3, 4. I can't use a 4 here. So if I don't use a 3, it's 5, 6, and that's 11. So there must be a 3. I can't use 3, 4 to get to 7. 3, 5 would get me to 8, which doesn't work. This has to be 3, 6, and that has to be 9. That's forced. So these are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. That has given me that 9. One in this column now must go up here. 3 must be in one of those two because I can't put it there because of that 1, 2, 3. 2 can't go there or there. 6 can't go there or there. Oh, 4. 4 is in one of those two. Actually, what I do want to do is look at this arrow, which is the one I haven't really finished yet. So this is a minimum of 3, 4, 5 because to get of the restriction of the 1, 2 and the pressure down from here. This means this. Oh, that can be almost it. Oh no, minimum of 4. So I've got this because 1, 2, 3 is looking at it. So I've got the same restriction. 3, 4 makes this 7, 8, or 9. So this is a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 6. This is 4, 5, 6. This is a 3, 4, 5, 6 quadruple. Six, 3, 4, 7, 5. That would be, yeah, I'm not seeing any pressure from that yet. So this has to be at least, oh no, this 1, 2 is looking up here. This sort of stuff is bouncing all over the place. This has a minimum of 3. So 5 and 3, this is an 8 or a 9. So this is 5, 3. I can't put an 8 there anymore because I can't put a 1 there. So this is not an 8. It's also not a 7 because 7, 3 equals 10. So this is 5 or 6, which means I can no longer put an 8 there. And this is 5, 3 or 5, 4 or 6, 3. They're the only options. This is an 8, 9. These are the only arrows I haven't figured out pressure for. So this one can't be 3, 6 because that would cause there to be no value there. So this is 1, 8, 2, 7 or 4, 5. I can't see what I'm missing. There's all sorts of stuff. This cell feels like it's incredibly important. Like if that is 8 and that is 1, this becomes 2, this becomes 1, this becomes 2, this becomes 1. That could still be 8. So I'm trying to find where that 8, that's what I've been missing. That's a 7. This is not 3, 5, this is 3, 4, which takes 4 out of there. This is a 5, 6 pair. So 3, 5 means that this is not a 7. The minimum that is an 8. This is a 5, 6, this is a 3, 4. There is no 4 there anymore. So this is the 4, meaning this is the 3, which hasn't actually narrowed. Oh, no, it makes that a 3. Because 3 could only go in those two, because of the 3 there, the 3 there, and the 3, 6 pair. This is not the 3. This is the 3. 3. This means this is not a 6. 3, 4, 7, 3, 5, 8. I can't do 3, 6 because this couldn't be a 9. So this is a 4, 5. We knew 3 had to be down here. That has not helped us. This is not 7 anymore because of that 7. This 3, 4, and this 3, 6 are lining up. 3 must be one of those two. 6 must be one of those two. So 3 must be in one of those. Now, if 3 was on here, it would be with 6. If 3 was here, this would be 2. This would be 1. And I don't see why that's a problem. Well, we know what these are. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No, 5, 6, and 8, because there's a 7 there. Oh, that 5, 6, 8 triple makes this a 9, which is 5, 4, which is 5, 4, or 6, 3. But it does force the 9 up there, not there, and that makes that the 9, and this now becomes the 6, which goes with either 5 or 7. There is no 6 here. This just keeps looping around, but it's not, it doesn't just give it to you, or if it is, I am not as observant as I'd like to be while solving. So 9, 9, 9 now has to be one of those 3, and it can't be, so that takes the 9 out of there and puts the 9 into there, which takes the 9 out of there and puts the 9 into there. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I am now completely 9'd. I have denies. Denies are mine. All your 9s are belong to me. Us. At least get your mems right. So, this can't be 6 anymore. So this can't be 3 anymore, but I knew that 3 is down here. Oh, this is not 8. So this could still be 3, 2, so that would be 6. This is a triple. This is 1, 2, 8. That's remarkably unhelpful. This is a triple. No, yes it is. This is 2, 3, 5. Well, I can't put 3 in there. So that's 2, 5. That's 3. Which means that's not 6. Seven or 8. 3, 2, 5. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Which has given me a 6, 7, 8 triple. So that's not an 8. This is actually a 1, 2. Five. So this is from 5, 6, 7, or 8. 5 must be here. 6 must be here. So this isn't 6. This is a 7 or an 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't put 6, 5, 6, and 8 make that a 7, which makes that an 8 and takes 8 out of there. Takes 8 out of those, takes 7 out of that. This is a 5, 6 pair. This is an 8. 8 is 3 plus 5, which makes this 6. The 5 makes that a 6. 9 plus 6, this is the 3. This is the 4. The way this bounces around, I see why this is called Vortex. It is really nice. 4, 5, 7. This is not a 7. This is the 6. This is the 7. 1, 2. This is the 5. This is the 2. I should have seen that earlier because these 1, 2s. I can't believe these are not resolved yet. Or at least if they are, I am not seeing it. This is, so you start in the middle, you create the vortex, you then have to work around the outside, and now it's spiraling back in. This is clever. The 5 now looks up at here at 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, so this now is the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 and 8 go into these cells, which means this is not the 8, which means this must be the 8. 8 now has to go in those two, so that makes that the 8. This is now a naked single, and it's at 2. This is now a known pair, 1 and 5. And that 5, 6, 8 means that's the 1, that's the 5, that's the 1. This is a 6 and a 7. That 6 there makes that the 7 and that the 6. This is now a 2. This is a naked single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7. This is a naked single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a 4. The 1 looks down, making that 2 and that 1. The 5 looks down, making that 4 and that 5. Have I not got this vortex yet? That is nuts. This 4 is taking 4 out of there. So I now have the 1, 2, 3 triple. So this is 7 or 8. So if this is 7 or 8, this is 1 or 2. This has given me a 1, 2, 3 triple here. So this is not a 3. This is not a 7 because of that 7. Do I need to look at options for this? No, that 3 is making that 6 and that 3. That takes 6 out of there. Wow. 1 is completely open in here. So what can these be? So 1, 8 is not possible. 2, 7 is not possible. 3, 6 if I do it in that order. 4, 5 if I go 5, 4. No, I can't do 4, 5 because there's a 4, 5 there. This is 3, this is 6. Because if I put 4, 5 there, that cell would have no value. That 6 makes that 5, which makes that 4. There is no 3 here. This is a 1 or a 2. That 4 takes 4 out of there. The 5 takes 5 out of both of those, so that's the 8 and that's the 6. The 8 makes that 7, which means that has to be a 2 to make the 9. The 2 is finally giving me some pressure, maybe? Maybe? The 6 is taking 6 out of there. So this is a 1, 3. So this must be 4, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 4, 7, 8, and there's a 4. So this is a 7, 8. This gives me a 7, 8 pair. This becomes the 4. This becomes the 8. This becomes the 6, which I could have got from the 7, 8 pair if I was paying attention. This 7 makes this a 5, and this is 7. The 7 makes this the 8, which makes this the 7, which makes this the 8. These 1, 2s are still not resolved. Now they are. That 2 makes this a 1, which makes this a 2, which makes this a 1, which makes this a 2, which makes this a 1. 1 is only adjacent to consecutive with 2, which makes this 1, which makes this 3. The 3 looks up making this 1. This cannot be 1 or 2, so that is 3. This becomes the 2, and I'm now at the final digits, which is 4 and 5. And that is how you spin yourself into the middle of the vortex, I suppose. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that the connections on the arrows with that one were absolutely phenomenal. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Nityant, for giving me permission to do that puzzle. I really enjoyed it. And I hope everyone is giving my mini puzzle hunt a shot. As I said, the riddle is... I'm sorry I got the riddle wrong on the first day, but hopefully everyone has figured that one out by now and is now going to the correct place. If you do go to the wrong puzzle, the puzzle isn't as good and is, I think, a little bit harder than I wanted it to be. But if you do submit the answer to the puzzle that you get to with the wrong link, I will accept that. And Yeah, thank you everyone for watching and good luck with your solving.